Hello, I'm Robert, and you're welcome here in my busy little shop. On today's episode of What's on My Workbench, well, it's everything that's on my workbench needs to go. Well, that workbench, there's a lot there that's going to stay, but anything leather related needs to go. And I've said it before, I'm a snowbird. So today's the day when I package up everything that I've got leather related and take it with me. So I thought I'd let you follow along here as I'm working on this. Some of these items are or would be a lot easier not to have to move, like this sewing machine, for example. And I created a wooden box to put the sewing machine in because I can't really move it as one complete unit, so I need to remove the sewing body from the table mount here. And I'm afraid of it getting damaged, something falling on it in the trailer. So I created a wooden crate to put it in. So I'm going to take this apart first, and we'll get this put in the trailer. It's quite a bit of weight. I put it in the front of the trailer. And then I've got other things here. One of the things that I used to move back and forth was a quartz countertop. And I was lucky enough to come up with a couple of pieces of discarded countertop here, or maybe they just didn't meet the grade. I got them from a granite shop. And so at least I don't have to move those. And that one there is pretty heavy. I think it's about 200 pounds. So the first thing I need to do is to get this taken apart. And so, you know, it's interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would say as we get older, we realize it's true, but time passes fast. And I think one of the things about loading up my shop twice a year and relocating is it's a mark in the year for me to, I guess, reflect back on, the previous, it's about 6 months that I've been here. I guess it's not really been 6 months since I've been here this year because I didn't arrive until June, but usually I get here in like April. So I know this makes a bunch of noise. Let me get this off of here first. So what I was saying is I think it's good for me to reset every 6 months and move because it's a mark on the calendar. We all know how it is. You start off the year, you got New Year's resolutions, and the next thing you know, someone's asking if you have your Christmas shopping done yet. And at least when I divide it up into 2 periods of 6 months, that maybe that helps me to keep track of it a little bit more. But as we get older, I think everybody recognizes that, boy, time just keeps right on marching along. And I follow Rick's Outdoors, and a lot of times he'll wrap up by saying, to let the loved ones in your family know that you love them because you're not promised tomorrow. And, there's times in our life when that becomes more evident than other times. So I won't go any deeper than that. Just make sure that, I guess, the people around you know that you appreciate them. I almost said if you appreciate them, but I'm sure there's people around in your life that you appreciate. Make sure they know that so that time doesn't go by and the next thing you know, you have things unsaid that you wish you had said earlier. So, like I said, I'm going to take this sewing machine off of here, get that in there, and then I've got most of the stuff in totes. I do have, there's plenty of tools on the workbench there, but I've got some plastic totes to put those in, and I separate some of the more delicate tools in smaller cardboard boxes. So I'm not going to have you follow along through this whole process, but I thought maybe you would enjoy seeing it sped up. I know Randy does. So I'll just go ahead and speed things up a little bit here. I'll move the camera a couple times so you're not bored with the same angle. We'll get this all loaded up. Geez, I don't know how I ended up with so much leather. I need to be better about using leather than purchasing leather. I have gone through quite a bit this summer, but typically my winter months is when I utilize the majority of my leather. This thing always amazes me how heavy it is. I need to tip it up and then get this pulley off of, or the belt off of the pulley. That's the easiest way I think to do it. And then I have to tip this head over and undo the chain that operates from the foot pedal. And I don't know if it needs it or not, but I put a piece of leather under this foot and needle to keep it from maybe vibrating. Better to do before I had it all loose. Okay. I don't know what it weighs. Every bit of 80 pounds, I'd say. I'm sure it wouldn't bounce well. It ain't going anywhere. Well, I guess it is. Going back to the trailer. Some of these boxes of leather, I don't think I've opened or touched since I moved them here this spring. But the surest way to knead it is to leave it there. Okay, so the downside to moving every 6 months is that for the month before you go, I spend the whole time saying, I'll get all cleaned and organized before we go and load it. And then when I get to this day, I'm like, I'll organize it when I unload it on the other end. So yeah, we're down to that. Have you ever heard the deal where if you're buying clothes, you have to get rid of something, put something in the closet? That doesn't work for tools. There has to be a better way to do this part of it. I guess I could make tool rolls for these and put them in there, but I just put these in here with them spaced a couple inches apart, and I face them in opposite directions end to end. And then I'll put a layer of towels down and go again. All right, I know someone's like, he's just been piling on the floor over there, or let's see what it looks like in the trailer. So I'll show you. It won't look like this when we get to the other end. It should be pretty close though. So as you can see, it's dark out. No surprise there. I've got a little bit of bracing to do on some of those boxes that are up at the top up there. And then a lot of these other crates will go down here in the bottom and around there. And it'll be pretty well secure. The main thing really I find is if you can get it completely full, it's better than partially full. So we're to the point now where it's probably going to get ugly. It's like sweep it all into a box and sort it out on the other end. You know, I really need to be better about just getting rid of stuff that I purchased to use and then don't use. And you keep it around. Sometimes I keep it on the bench top thinking I'll use it. But I'm not going to have you hang around for the rest of this. I'm just about finished. I've got liquids yet. They're in cardboard boxes. I put those in plastic totes. The idea is that if a little bit leaks, hopefully the cardboard soaks it up. And if a lot leaks, hopefully the plastic tub holds it. So that's really about it for today. I do appreciate you taking time to be here. But as Rick's Outdoors says, make sure the people around you know how much you appreciate them and love them, because you're not promised tomorrow. I appreciate it. Have a nice day.